Oprah was told she wasn't fit for TV. Harry Potter script was rejected 12 times. And those are just two of the very many stories of people who had been rejected or told that they weren't good enough. In episode 4 of Things I Wish I Knew When I Was Younger, I will be talking about how to handle rejection like a pro. The first thing that you need to recognize is that rejection is not failure. It just means that that wasn't the right job for you. I remember feeling like a failure, and then until a friend of mine really sat me down and he's like, yo, I had just completed my MBA at the time, graduated with a distinction, and I knew I wasn't dumb. So I literally had to snap myself out of the funk that, oh hey, you're not a failure. Rejection is not failure. You'd be amazed at how many people, popular people or notable people that have faced some kind of rejection, in their life. The thing with rejection is, as painful as it is, you need to understand that it is not an attack on you as a person, but rather consider it as a learning moment. And I know that it's easier said than done, but trust me, after you've felt the anger, for the first few minutes, hours, days, whatever, take time to sit back and reevaluate the situation. Ask yourself, what lessons can I learn from this experience, right? And make sure that no matter what, you do not internalize it and you do not get to the point where you're starting to see them rejecting you as an attack on your person, but rather take it as a learning moment. If there's anybody who has had a fair share of rejection in life, it's me. Not just from job opportunities, but different things. At some point, as funny as it's my son, I had to call my best friend when I said, please pray against the near success syndrome, because it looks like everything is aligned and then everything just goes bust. Speaking from personal experience, I see now why those rejections had to come in, because if I had gotten any of those opportunities then, I may not be doing what I'm doing now, and I really love what I'm doing now. So rejection is not failure. That's the first thing you need to recognize. Now that it's established that I'm a professional rejector, or I don't know if that's the correct term, here are 5 things that you can do to actually deal or manage rejection like a pro. The first one is, like I said, feel it but don't dwell on it. 2 is separate it from your self-worth. That they rejected you on this time does not impact who you are and what you're worth. Look for the lesson, right? There's always a lesson. There's always a lesson. I could spend this entire video sharing lessons that I learned, and the truth is, maybe you just weren't good enough for that particular opportunity. And then the 4th thing is, see rejection as a redirection. Like I said earlier, if I had not gotten rejected, all those times, I may not have the job that I have now. And then the final thing is, please keep applying. Do not stop. Keep applying. All it takes is 1 yes. To my fellow people that have been rejected, tell me about the time you were rejected. How did you manage it? How did you feel? I'll be waiting to read in the comments. Bye.